such an asshole.
All right, I've got some coffee brewing because it's going to be a long night. I got to grab lunch because I skipped breakfast. So technically I had breakfast. I never have dinner. That's how it works. We got a lot of requests come in. I took 3 days off. I didn't. I worked on other things. And I was like, oh, look, it's backlogged again. Hey, asshole, could you do a clarity test on Theodore Roosevelt, Basil Zaharoff, and Ghostemane? All right, so let's go ahead, pull them up here. Theodore Roosevelt. I'm going to assume he came from wealth, if I do recall correctly, but he then was a badass afterwards. Okay, Theodore Roosevelt Jr. Well, you didn't want Franklin, right? You wanted Theodore. Let me double check. Theodore, yep. Okay. Where'd he go? Here he is. Boo, 26. Let's just go early. Theodore, born 1856 in Manhattan, New York, second of 4 children to socialite Martha Stewart Middle Bullock. She has her own Wikipedia entry. And Theodore Roosevelt Sr., businessman and philanthropist. Okay, so he came from wealth. Point against him. Yeah, that's right. He was in poor health and he really worked at it and overcame it. There's no hope for him. Education. Oh, when was he born? 1858. Chances are, yeah, he didn't major in something stupid because any degree was a good degree. Was homeschooled mostly by tutors and his parents. Biographer H.W. Brands argued that the most obvious drawback to his homeschooling was uneven coverage of the various areas of human knowledge. He was solid in geography and bright in history, biology, French, and German. However, he struggled in mathematics and classical languages. Yeah, we sure need to learn Greek and Latin now, don't we? Went to Harvard. God, I almost want to give him a point just for that, for having such connections. Take care of everyone under your health. Next 5 studies. Father sudden death. Booty, boo. Studied biology, natural ornithologist. That's right. He was big into the national parks. Graduated magna cum laude. After his father's death, he inherited 65,000, equivalent to 1.7 million in 2020. Enough to comfortably live off the rest of his life. Roosevelt gave up his early plans of studying natural science and instead decided to attend the law school, moving back to his family home in New York City. Able law student, found law to be irrational. He spent much of his time writing a book on the War of 1812. I'm not impressed. Not that impressed. Headquarters. Father had been a prominent member of the Republican Party. Younger Roosevelt, an Orthodox Greek, in some ways, most of them framed to impose. Found allies to defeat a public in the state assembly. Determined to enter politics. Yeah, no. What year was this? I'm just reading through it. Scrutinize Navy records, naval history, first marriage, widowerhood. Yeah, his wife passed away. Okay. New York State Assemblyman, 1882. And he was born 1858. So he was 34 years old. And it didn't sound like he did much of anything in between that. No. I'm giving him a half a point because he just lived off his dad. I mean, there's other things. You go through his background, like he didn't just lie around. He married socialite Alice Hathaway Lee. What's that profession? What is a socialite profession? What does that mean? I want to be a socialite. What do? You just walk around being social. I guess in New York only and in the 1800s. Oh, that's right. His mom. Yeah. Didn't his mom die at the same, like a day or two afterwards? Yeah. Wife and mother. Yeah. Presidential and runs for president, 34 years old. Cattle rancher in Dakota. Yeah. Second marriage, re-entering public life, civil service commission. Guy never had any real work experience. Anyway, he did charge Sam one. Okay, I guess he gets that. I guess we'll take off the half a point. So he's up to 2. And he's dead now. Oh, here, war in Cuba. Rosa to see battle. Okay, so okay, all right. He's got real world working experience. Came from wealth. I'm going to give him half a point. For just loafing about. Even though there was no any degree was a good degree back then. Half a point. He did have some real world workings, but he's got the career politician, so that's 2.5. What do you do afterwards? Conservation, foreign policy. It's all about his election, 1904. Second term, post presidency. Did some hunting. Ran again. Expeditions. World War I volunteer. League of Nations. Death, 1919. 2.5 stars. Would I want to have a beer with him? No, to be perfectly honest, I wouldn't. Even though I know he's probably one of the most popular Republicans when I was younger. I kind of liked him. Like, yeah, he kind of did. He sent the Navy across the world. He was a ball buster. There's no doubt about it. But he's a lot like Trump, I guess, in that where you came from wealth and you just know how to spend money and borrow money. I'm not that impressed. I would probably not want to have a beer with him. And I would say, no, he's not the type of person who should run for office. It's that coming for wealth and being a playboy. Not really a playboy. He wasn't a womanizer or anything like that. But like, oh, I'm going to go to the politics. No. All right. Basil Zaharoff. Turkish guy. All right. Born Vasilios Zacharias. Was a Greek arms dealer and industrialist, one of the richest men in the world during his lifetime. Zarahoff was described as both a merchant of death and a mystery man of Europe. His success was forged through his cunning, often aggressive and sharp business tactics. That guy sounds great. These include the sale of arms to opposing sides in conflicts, sometimes delivering fake or faulty machinery and skillfully using the press to attack business. Well, that's wrong. I wouldn't deliver fake or faulty machinery. Zaharoff maintained close contacts with many powerful political leaders, including British Prime Minister David Lloyd George, Greek Prime Minister Eleftherios Venizelos, Ottoman Sultan Abdul Hamid II. He likely served as a primary inspiration for Ian Fleming's fictional James Bond villain, Ernst Stavro Blofeld. Oh, early life. Son and eldest of 4 children of a Greek merchant born in the Ottoman Empire in the town of Mugla. His family adopted the surname when they lived in Russia. As exiles following the anti-Greek Easter pogroms of 1821, the family returned to the Ottoman Empire 1820 and had to return Constantinople. First job was a tour guide in the Galata. It is thought he became an arsonist with the Istanbul firefighters on payment. 19th century firemen in Istanbul recovered or salvaged treasures from their wealthy owners. Or for their wealthy owners. I'm lost. Summoned to court in London due to irregular exports of goods from Istanbul to London. The London Greeks from Constantinople preferred disputes involving members of their community to be settled outside English courts, and he was discharged on the conditions that he paid £100 restitution to the claimant and remained within the court's jurisdiction. He immediately left for Athens, where the 24-year-old died. Thank you for some dates, people. Thank you. Convincing the righteous of the London court case. By a stroke of good fortune, was a friend of a Swedish captain who was about to leave his job as an agent arms manufacturer. Influence. I'm just reading through it. Oh. Agent of arms, an arms salesman. Okay, so he fell into his arms salesman for an arms manufacturer named Thorsten Nordenfeld. Zarahoff was hired on October 14th, 1877, beginning a spectacular career. The political and mental instability of the Balkan states, Turkey and Russia, provided an excellent opportunity for the arms sales, as each state spent to match the perceived aggression intentions of their neighbors, even after the 1878 Treaty of Berlin. All right. 1936. No, 1849. Trying to figure out some numbers here. 49, 50 is 28. All right, so he didn't go to school. He worked. I don't think it doesn't sound like he came from wealth if they're avoiding pogroms. So he did not come from wealth. He has no worthless degrees. Arms dealing. Let's just go corrupt business tactics. I'll read through that later if I feel like. We're only going for the test. World War I. Yeah, he hit it good, man. He nailed it. Timing was great. Vickers in the world time estimate had laid out 50 million pounds for the Allied cause. He donated 500 million gold francs to the Greek state. Back. Turkey, Mustafa. 1920, he's still alive. September 24th, Zaharoff, 74, married Maria del Pilar Antonia Angelica Patrocinio Fermina Simona de Miguero y Berriente. Holy crap. One of the richest women in Spain. About 18 months after their marriage, she died of an infection. The man, he just keeps winning. Philanthropy, he's very philanthropic. Honors. Popular culture. When did he die? Personal life. What? Who's writing the Wikipedia entries? How did he die? No one knows. Honors, philanthropy, personal life. He just died 1936. So he had a long life. He was almost in his 90s, upper 80s. Died. Well, how'd he die? Mr. Man dies, arm is one of the richest men. Okay, so he died rich. Did he work it? So he died 36. He was married, personal life, post-war dealings, and went into philanthropy. Yeah, I'd love to have a beer with him. And yes, he should run for public office. He sounds eminently Machiavellian and practical. Absolutely. Absolutely. I might even watch if there's a movie about him, I'll watch it. All right, then Ghostemane. Paste and go. Ghostemane. Oh, good Lord. What the hell? This looks like Billie Eilish. And the only reason I know what Billie Eilish is because I keep getting advertisements. No matter where I go, I know what Billie Eilish is. Okay. Ghostemane. Eric Whitney, also professionally known as Ghostemane or Eric Ghost, is an American rapper, singer, and songwriter. He has released 8 solo albums and 3 collaborative albums under his Ghostemane moniker, primarily merging elements of heavy metal, hip-hop, and industrial music. So far, I got nothing against the guy. Whitney has also released music with a number of additional solo projects, including Black Sabbath. So in 91, he's 30. So he's a younger fella. He began his career in hardcore punk and doom metal bands around Florida in 2015. So he started when he was 24. Moved to Los Angeles, career as a rapper, boo-doo-boo, America. Early life. He could be, you know what? He could be, a lot of musicians do this. They like, nope, I'm going to become a musician. Then they work hard, they bust their asses off, and all they seem a little weird or funny or crazy. But they skip school and they work, they hustle, and all of a sudden they got a career. All right. Born New York, Florida, 2 parents from New York. Sounds rich. Grew up West Palm Beach. Oh, yeah. Wealth. Okay. He learned to play guitar, performed in several bands, also played football while he was in high school, saying he was practically forced to by his father, who died when he was 17. Oh, he didn't. That's a hardship there. He came from wealth. West Palm Beach, you're wealthy. Point against you. Prior to his musical career, he worked in several business-to-business sales positions. 2015, Whitney moved to Los Angeles, California, due to him not musically thriving in Southern Florida. Yeah, I don't know if there's a big musical scene there. He also gave up his employment, meeting with JGRXXN. After just 1 year with the group, he left, subsequently released. He has real world working. He says no college, so he didn't go to college. No worthless degree. Does he have a net worth, or is he just popular? He must be doing well. He must be doing well. So he went right to working. 29 million views. All right. 2018 album. Okay, themes focus on occultism, depression, nihilism, and death. Hey, no wonder you're so popular with the millennial kids. All right. Playing for hardcore punk bands, drums. Okay, he can play multiple instruments. Boop, 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 body ba. Personal life, began dating. Two were engaged. So far, so good. Okay, he came from wealth. That's the one thing he doesn't control, but he came from wealth. Went right to working and hustling. Can't fall in the dim, major in stupid stuff. Still working now. Guy's only 30. Would I like to have a beer with him? I don't know if I want to have a beer with him. I really don't. And I won't lie if he's listening. You look a little too weird. And I know it could be shtick. I know it could be acting and performance. I got it. And if it is, then definitely I'd like to have a beer with this guy. But I don't know if it's true or not. I mean, maybe that is his personality. But Sniper Wolf. Oh, I hate her. Oh, do I hate her? I hate her so much. But then you read about oh yeah, she probably is an incredibly savvy businesswoman. Has good business acumen. Same thing with Belle Delphine. Man, she played all you young people and old people like a fiddle. Holy cow. This could be the same thing, in which case, yeah, I'd love to have a beer with her. Like, hey, let me level with you. That Marilyn Manson thing, yeah, I just updated it. Oh, how clever, how edgy. I'm not accusing him of it. Don't say he's legit. I'm not. I'm just saying. I know I'd like to have a beer with him. Should he run for office? Hell yes, absolutely. The man has much more hard work, industriousness, entrepreneurial work ethic, and hustle. Yes, he absolutely should. He could. Yeah, he could run for office. I might even vote for the guy. I mean, it's not that high of a hurdle to beat your average politician right now. And I bet you he may not make money printer go burr. All right. Any super chats? Holy cow, we got super chats. What's going on here, guys? What happened? Ghostemane. Thank you, Ron. Joey Biden, $2 Canadian. Basil Zaharoff is my hero. Love that guy. Yeah, maybe I got to watch a documentary about him. The Goddamn Bacon, who you can find at thegoddamnbacon.com. Please subscribe to his channel so he can get to 1,000 so he can monetize his channel, because Bacon works very hard and he did come from a legit disadvantaged life. Hey, Cappy, thanks for all the shout-outs. No problem. How many you got now? He just needs 1,000. We got 62 right now, if you guys would. Joe Allen, 99 cents. Thank you, Joe. He has nothing to say. Joe's losing a lot of weight out there, if you guys are wondering. He ran half or full marathon, Joe. What was it? Joe Allen, $2. What the F is that hat? It's Ein from Cowboy Bebop. You guys should all go watch Cowboy Bebop. Swallow Blue. So you are still watching Asian films? If so, I have a suggestion for a film. English name is Big Fish. It's an animated film I've seen come out 2003. I have not gotten to one of those darn things. I know I asked a while ago. I get up, I go work, and thankfully I'm working on fun projects now, like designing and doing the art of the house. A lot of the art I'm not drawing myself, but the graphic design and everything I'm doing, and then framing and all that. I put up another storage rack, and then I have you could kind of see my office is kind of a pit right now, so I got some shelving that's got to go up. But I stay up till 10:30, 11, and then I go to bed, and I'm usually working on something in the garage, or sometimes I just don't feel like doing anything. A lot of times I'm just looking out the window. I'm kind of that exhausted. All right, there you go. That's it. Questions, answers. AssholeConsulting.com.